Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode on my channel. Hope you guys are having a good day and good night wherever you are at. If you guys haven't seen in the title, this week we're going to be drawing Beetlejuice. Yes, the juice is loose on this in this episode, guys. The trailer dropped for the new movie. I thought it'd be a good opportunity to start on that. If you guys aren't familiar with this character, it's uh part of I guess Tim Burton's mind. I mean, there's a little history of the movie. I'm not going to get into that. I don't have time to get into it. But if you guys aren't familiar, I'll give you a brief description of this character. He came out in the movie Beetlejuice, and not much is known about this character, guys. From it's pretty much everything we've gathered in the movie. I don't want to give too much away, but like apparently he's a ghost, some kind of ghost or zombie or something. He's kind of a little bit physical form, but he's known as the ghost. He's the ghost of as you say, I'm the ghost with the most. And he's known as a bio-exorcist, so I guess he helps. You guys have to understand that I can't really explain, so I'll explain the movie. So in the movie, it's about a couple who dies, and they're haunting their house, and so I have to explain, but basically it's kind of bringing to the world of what life is like on the other side. It's kind of like Tim Burton's versions, and it's kind of like a weird, boring bureaucracy kind of like thing. Everything's like it's no different really than the real world. I'm gonna get started on the hit, guys, just so you know. So we're just gonna be drawing Beetlejuice's face out. No, I'm just gonna get started before I get too distracted. But let's see. We're just gonna give him a little. Just gonna draw a little. Let's see. How are we gonna start this? I need my reference. Yeah. There we go. Let's see, because I kind of like the way I'm just gonna kind of draw them straight from the trailer, guys. If you don't mind. I know I never say draw. I always say I never draw from. This I'm just gonna make an exception because I don't really. There's not really a lot of. I mean, you can get a reference for Beetlejuice. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I could always do that, but I wanted to focus on the trailer because you guys. I don't want to. Whenever I do these kind of things, guys, I try to be more updated. If you guys want to watch the original movie, it usually depends. Like when I drew the Crow last week, that's different just because I don't want to draw Jared Leto as the Crow. Just completely different situation. But Beetlejuice, he's pretty much the same way he looks right now. But I just like the way he looks in the trailer right now. So let's just kind of go with that. Anywho's, guys, basically the gist of it is that Beetlejuice is I guess he helps the dead or something. It's funny because they describe in this movie a big part of it is that people the people who commit suicide. Sorry guys, I can't. I don't know if YouTube will flag me. Who guys? Hopefully this video doesn't get flagged. I don't want to say it, but people who, let's say, I can't say it, guys. You know what I was gonna say, that because people who end their lives, I hope that's good enough. Who end their lives in the movie, well, like in general, that they become civil servants, and that's kind of what because Joker, because Beetlejuice, I believe, did that. Not much is known about his origin. We kind of get like a brief, origin story, but he's kind of like the Joker. He kind of tells a bunch of stories, like how he was like. He graduated from Harvard and he like lived through the Black Plague, stuff like that. But it's more just like he's played by Michael Keaton, guys. And yeah, remember this is before Batman, and even then Michael Keaton was more of a comedy guy. If you guys weren't familiar with even with Batman, he's still kind of like, but yeah, he was more serious in that movie. But still, he was more of a but just kind of going on and on about like kind of fake, like stuff kind of seems a little fake. Oh, I graduated from Harvard, I've seen The Exorcist about 167 times, and it keeps getting funnier. Stuff like that. So let's see if we can just kind of I'm just kind of drawing from the trailer, guys. And anyway, we're just starting. I'm just gonna draw a normal human head. Remember, guys, eyes. Always remember the eyes. One eye length in between. Nothing too fancy. I'm sure most of you people, most of you guys and ghouls out there are familiar with this character. especially if you're on my channel, guys, because you know horror and stuff is always my thing. And this is just a very beloved movie. I believe it's Warner Brothers, but we have him here at Universal Studios, guys. The character, I believe it's because Warner Brothers and Universal are all part of each other, so I'm not sure how that works. I guess I don't know. Don't ask me, guys. I just. But if you go, there's the we have the costume people running around. You know, he's still a beloved character, doing the old get little wrinkles in his eyes. But yeah, yeah, guys, I mean, I was my bit. The thing is, like, people are like rave about these movies. Like, when it comes to Tim Burton, guys, it's a whole nother thing, dude. Anything Tim Burton is just like beloved. You know, Nightmare Before Christmas, Caroline, or Coraline? Is it Coraline? I didn't watch those, guys. I never watched those. Like, after I stopped watching after Nightmare Before Christmas, I was kind of like, Tim Burton just kind of too extreme for me. Sometimes, I mean, I don't know if it's extreme, but like just too like. He's alright. I mean, people are just like, I swear to God, live by him. And then all this culture of like gothness, I guess. You know, because you go to a Hot Topic and it's just all Tim Burton, like, you know, anything Tim Burton stuff. So, yeah, let's get his little class. We're gonna draw in the trailer. I think he has his classic striped suit. I think it's supposed to represent a jail sentence, guys, because like in the movie, and I will say this as spoiler alert, turn off the video and skip ahead, but all civil servants are people who have unalived themselves in the real world, so it's kind of like a punishment in a way. So I kind of like that aspect of, you know, like, because unaliving yourself is considered a sin, guys, especially in my religion. So let's see, just gonna get this, but I'm gonna be drawing the hair, and he's gonna have crazy hair. Remember, guys, same thing with the hair. I'm not drawing. I'm just drawing the areas around his hair, and then you make it stringy later on. So just draw little areas that, you know. And basically, the couple that commits suicide seeks out his help, but he's just a little too extreme for like just anything really. His methods are, I guess, he hates normal people. He hates the living. But I do believe, like I said, it's never really confirmed, but I do believe he did commit suicide. Oh God, I can't believe I said. Oh God, I hope this video doesn't. He unalived himself. But yeah. And we'll find out if this video gets taken, guys. I might have to re-record it. So hopefully not. I don't have to do that. So okay, just a quick drawing. Actually, guys, I was gonna be drawing. I was gonna be drawing. Me and my friends were playing. I finally got Helldivers, guys. I'm streaming that with the guys. So I'm gonna be drawing something from Helldivers next week. So stay tuned for that. Just because I wanted to get this while it's still fresh in in everyone's minds, because Helldivers is not going away. So I thought it would. I actually couldn't afford to play, guys, but my friends dragged me into it. I was like, whatever, I'll just put it on the credit card, and yeah. I mean, I've already canceled a bunch of stuff, guys. So, but I couldn't resist. I love playing with my friends, guys. In fact, you know what's funny? Like I really only game mostly just because of my friends, guys. They kind of got me back in. I was just kind of in a low point in my life. I hate to say it, but basically, yeah, that's just, you know, then we started gaming together. You know, first I started watching Jacer streams, and then I kind of enjoyed it, so yeah. Jacer's always finding good games for us to play, so I also recommend check out his channel, guys. I always put his link in the description, and he usually doesn't mind, so because he's still banking off me. Alrighty, we just got the basic drawing. Don't worry about the basic drawing, guys. I'm just trying to get this in as quickly as possible. And I've already created a file. We just have to just autosave. So anyway, and remember, don't worry about being this perfect, guys. Because remember, I do this in like as quickly as I can. You know, that's kind of the whole deal. And I know you guys are saying, why not just like film the video and shit? Because I want to remind you guys that this videos that I make is a tribute to Bob Ross. So I want to make that mostly clear in most of the videos, then I want to just do that because in his videos, guys, his, you know, weren't edited. I mean, they're probably edited somewhat for the show, but he would paint something in just a half hour, you know, whatever time, you know. I think some episodes would go longer. So anyway, that's just what I like to do. Any hooser. And I'm not just making an excuse because I could always let this video go on for an hour and really get it done. Because I'm the thing is, guys, this series is gonna be separate for what I'm doing for I'm gonna be releasing a few other videos that I've been making, editing, I should say, but I'm the ghost with the most, babe. I'm surprised he's like liked a lot because he's always kind of like a pervert kind of character. Like he's like, you know, it's funny in this day and age, he's always kind of like, in a way, sexually harassing Gina Davis on the show and any other woman in the show. The one of the people creates a whorehouse in order to distract him. Kind of a cool, funny little thing, but yeah. So a lot of chicks like this. I think it's the undead thing, guys. You know, with goth girls and, you know, they're all into like undead stuff. I guarantee they're the girls who would love to like be with Beetlejuice and like, you know. Yeah. Oh, by the way, of course, he's played by the great Michael Keaton that of course I mentioned. And I honestly, guys, growing up, I didn't know that this movie was made before the first Tim Burton Batman. Oops. I swear to Jesus, I couldn't believe it. Because like if you watch Batman, Batman looks older. Well, looks older than Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, like it still looks like a movie that was made today. I mean, honestly, like, and it's Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis, and you know, back then Alec Baldwin before he was a total weirdo. But yeah, if you can believe it. See, Michael Keaton's face looks kind of, but I think it actually looks good in the trailer. Like gives a little bit of a texture to his face. You know. Because Beetlejuice, I mean, he wears makeup anyway, so it doesn't matter. He doesn't have to worry about looking old or anything like that. So I'm just trying to get all the marks in his face and stuff, in his kind of a round chin going thing. Yeah. Get little marks in there. And I love Michael Keaton. The only good moment I liked at the Oscars was when Danny DeVito. I didn't watch the Oscars, but I just saw some of the highlights, and yeah, guys, the movie scene is terrible right now. I don't know what this movie's gonna be. I mean, we'll see how it ends up happening. So, like reboots, and at least this is a continuation. That's the only reason why I can think. The problem with continuations, guys, they have an expiration date. You know, the problem is like, with you younger kids don't understand what these movies were all about. This is the problem, guys. You young kids, this is not really a movie for you. I hate to say it, but it's really a movie for people like me who grew up in this, because that's who they're banking on, because they know you young kids, and I hate to say it, like, I mean, I'm not that old, guys, but I'm just saying that, you know, the younger groups, I mean, you guys don't, or whoever, don't watch movies as much. And the Oscars is living proof, guys. The Oscars used to be a thing like we'd sit as a family to watch. It was actually really cool to watch as a family. We'd all sit in the living room, and you know, it was a thing we all did as a family. You know, we'd comment and be like, "Oh, laugh at the jokes." And back then, the jokes weren't that bad. They weren't like all political. Even if you're not like political, it's still kind of annoying to like have all these people like, you know, the jokes were medium. It wasn't one sided. You know. You really, you know, you knew someone's politics, but like it just gets annoying. So, and you're just here to watch good movies and stuff. So that's the problem now. Everything's political, and it taints it. And you guys all know that's why you're not watching all this stuff. You're all hungry for like new ideas, and you're sick and tired of hearing like, even if you don't, you know, politics aside, whoever you're like, you're just sick of hearing it. You know, we all are. But young kids are not watching, they're on their iPads, they're watching people stream. You know, that's why streaming is such a big business, guys. That's why it's like, you know, I mean, it is cool sometimes to watch. I like watching people play, but I never thought, you know, I'd ever, you know, who would have thought you can have a job doing it, you know? Oops. Yeah, let's get the eyes in. I always look back at the eyes, guys, when I finish these, and I'm like, God, yeah, I wish I went back and fixed them. Well, what can I say about this character, guys? It's a great character, great movie. Except for, unfortunately, guys, one of the actors in the movie is, I think he's still alive. I'm not saying he's still alive, but he's turns out to be a perv. Let's say he liked the younger crowd, if you know what I'm saying. I don't want to give him credit, guys, but you can look it up for yourself, and it's just, one more reason why Hollywood is so perverted. So I hate to say it's funny, guys. We all contribute to Hollywood, but we know how perverted it is. But I don't know. I mean, I'm working towards a movement to take back that stuff because, guys, this is not stuff we had as a kid, had to worry about as a kid. Maybe there were creeps and stuff back then, but we didn't know. Just, I don't know. I want to bring back Hollywood. I want to bring back, good things and a moral standing. That's kind of where I'm at. As a creator, we are responsible, guys. Oops, sound like that. Not too crazy. Some of it's kind of going down, so. Yeah, guys, you are all responsible for your ideas, And if your ideas are damaging, or if you're damaging as a person, you represent those ideas. That's why, it's an age-old question, guys. Like, if someone's in their personal life should be fired for, absolutely, especially if you committed a crime. Even if you're not hurting someone from the company or whoever you work for. Yeah, it's kind of a fine line. Like I actually had a coworker, guys, who had a DUI. It's kind of a stupid thing. He I don't want to even tell him personal business, but like it just kind of sparks the debate. Like but the problem is he got a DUI on public property. There are police on where I work, guys. So and it wasn't even a DUI. He slept it off. It's not, but he still got the DUI because I think from my understanding he ran into a pole. I don't have the whole story, and I don't want to be gossiping. But at the time, I'm like, I've always been the kind of person that if you screw up in your personal life, you should lose your job if you hurt people. But like something like that's kind of a different situation, So, I mean, he ran into a pole, after having a few drinks, But problem is the cops were there, and then I believe he was in uniform, and then they put two and two together, then, something like that. But I don't know. I mean, obviously, if you're arrested for something, but DUI is not, Let's see. It's kind of got a little. But on that subject, guys, I want to talk about another subject, guys, that I've been dying to talk about. It's blocking out the haters. Listen, guys, let me tell you something. Last week, I had something really crappy happen to me, and every now and then I get into these little modes. And a lot of my friends know I'm kind of a moody person sometimes, but and something I'm working on. But the problem is, guys, I question a lot about what I'm doing, and I don't want you guys to. I kind of want to touch on this subject because there's going to be a lot of people. If you guys want to pursue this life, I'm telling you guys, there's going to be a lot of people standing in your way. Not just other people, but yourself. And they're going to make you doubt yourself. And it's times like that you really need to be careful because that's when the devil's hands get busy. So, and I saw a quote from Jim Carrey, and I posted it on my thing on my Instagram because let me tell you something. This is something my dad has always tried to teach me. Ooh, it's coming out pretty good. Is that you can be the best. Like, let's say, guys, if you guys are wondering about what to do with your life or whatever, let's get rid of this. I think we're just about done. Oh, shoot. Let me draw this in. If you guys are worried about what you want to do with your life for all your younger kids or for anybody, if you guys, and this is the subject I was talking about because a lot of people are always criticizing me, even Jayster and people, and I know they mean well, but there are some people who are like, what are you doing? You're not, I mean, guys, I'm doing this YouTube channel. I do work on the side. I do whatever I can to pay the bills, and I'm doing it. And maybe every day there are days I'm resting on the couch and I'm like, oh, I should be working, but it's okay, guys. You need time to sit on the couch and take some moments for yourself. It's okay for that, But what I'm saying is that a lot of times there are people who are going to be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why aren't you doing enough? Or why don't you just give up? And that's the part that gets me. And I told you guys this happened a couple of videos ago where I had a friend who's no longer my friend because let me tell you, some guys, I kicked that crap out of my life. And as cold as it is, he or she, let me tell you, some guys, the minute someone says, what you're doing is too hard to do, dump them. I'm telling you guys, dump them. Get them out of your life because you have enough. I know you're all fighting yourselves. You don't need another person to fight. Trust me on that. Least of all yourself. So when people criticize you, ask you what you're doing, or And watch out for, don't get me wrong, there are people, you know, oh, excuse me, Jaster, I know you're always trying to help me. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about other people who, you know, who tell you to get a regular job or to do this or do that, you know. Look, guys, I could go to a regular job and make the bills. I'm doing this because I know I need to be doing this. Because I know I could easily fail. Let me tell you something, guys. You guys, if it's something that you want to do, if you want to be a welder in the North Sea, if you want to be an accountant or do something safe, that's fine. That's perfectly fine if it's what you want to do, but just make sure it's what you want to do. If you're only doing it to please other people, you know, if there's something really creative you want to do, guys, please do not hesitate. And don't take my advice on that. I mean, like I said, it's up to you, but there's so many people out there who never get to be what they want to be because they were just too afraid of, you know, I'm taking a risk, guys. I don't want to get another job, a second job or whatever. I want to be doing this YouTube thing. You know, hopefully someone will watch my videos. You never know. Always focus on the possibilities of what can happen. And don't let anyone tell you, oh, it can't be done. Guys, there are greater achievements that have happened less than times than us just doing a YouTube channel of art, for God's sakes. I mean, you think this is what Da Vinci would be doing if you know, if the internet was back then. So anyway, I know I'm getting off topic. I should be talking about Beetlejuice, but I just wanted to mention that because, you know, even today I had an episode where a couple of people asked me what I was doing, and I told them, and they just didn't really seem to believe in me, you know. And believe me, I'm not trying to like mock them, you know. People are gonna say what they want to say, like I said, but you know, you can't let that stop you. Is all I'm saying. And most of you know this, but honestly, guys, sometimes even I have to remind myself because I question myself and I think, is this, you know, really gonna pay off? It's gonna, you know. But you know what? I would rather fail at this, guys, than fail at something that took me away and realize, oh, this took me away from what I wanted to do. You know. Remember, guys, dark around the hair. I'm kind of filling in the blacks a little. Just add a little bit, and then you just kind of go from there. Because remember, it's dark around the head. This is where most of the shadows would be. So yeah, you can add a little bit of black hair in areas that would be. We're doing the shading right now, so his hair is green. I'm not gonna be coloring it, guys. I still mostly stick with black and white when I do these. You know, if I ever have time to color it, I will. But the black and white just seems to kind of suit it, just for right now. Let's add some thick lines. Can you be scary? Sandworms, right? You hate them, right? I hate them myself. My friend who likes that joke, he always does that. It always makes me laugh. Let's add a little bit of cross-hatching. It's kind of a little shady area here, but I'm not going to bother. Remember, guys, I'm a trained artist in traditional comic books, fine art. You know, that was kind of my style. That's kind of where I'm at. You know, if you guys know, like, I'm not very photogenic. I've always been trying to be like a photogenic artist to draw, like, you know, but I'm a cartoonist, guys. You know, that's why I don't draw like like I said, I draw some references. But I just use the reference. The only thing I'm not using is just the position. This is just straight from the picture. And I tell you guys, never draw from a 2D picture. It doesn't really come out right. But like I said, it's just because really not much I can do. It's not gonna make a difference. He's just looking straight forward. So I'm talking about, like, if you guys want to draw something at an angle, it's not gonna look right. But like, let's say, guys, if you wanted to draw Beetlejuice, like right now, if I wanted to draw him in action or something like that, it wouldn't make sense if I'm using if I'm drawing straight from this photo where he's looking forward. Because in an action pose, guys, you're going to want to draw him at an angle. Maybe his head's tilted far away or tilted the other way. Depends on the scene you're trying to set. But like, let's say he's supposed to be looking away, and then you're drawing him from this photo straight from it. It's just not going to look right. I'll have to do a lesson on that, guys, when I kind of explain it further. But it's pretty self-explanatory. So if you're drawing a character, you have to draw. The reference is just so you know how to draw him. So you know that his hair's fuzzy or his jacket's black, or you know, but mainly the pose, that's the part you're creating from scratch. You have to learn how to draw, not from your mind, but just from different poses, different ideas. So That's all. So this is kind of how I. And if you guys have seen my work, it's pretty consistent, just from this alone. So that's what I like about the blacks, guys. I can just kind of do, play around with it, do whatever I want. And we'll just draw in his. Let's see how far we in. 25 minutes. That's not bad. Let's see if we can get this down to 30, guys. We're almost done. I'm just gonna draw his striped. He wears like a. I always feel like it was like kind of like a jail suit kind of looking thing. It's mainly when the thing is when we first see him, like when we really first see him pop out, he's wearing like a bus driver or like a tour guide uniform. Some say that's how he died. Could have been, yeah, it could have been possible. There's a lot of theories, but I believe, like I said, either way, he unalived himself, and anyone who unalives themselves in the real world becomes civil servants. Basically, it's kind of a running joke in the movie. If you let me know when you guys hear it, but I never got that as a kid because in this stuff I never really understood as a kid, but. Yeah, it all makes sense because in the movie, all the servants who work for the undead, I should say, they're all people who've done that in their life. God, I hope this video isn't like I said the S word. I don't know, guys. I mean, I watch YouTube videos a lot, and I've just kind of gathered what I think that you can and can't say from those videos. Yeah, they don't say the certain words. I'm not even talking about swearing. I mean, I don't get it. You can, girls can pretty much be naked on camera nowadays, and but you say one swear word. I guess I don't know. I don't make up the rules. But Beetlejuice, he's an interesting character. We still don't know. I mean, I hope they keep most of it a mystery. I mean, I don't know. I mean, at this point, does it really matter? I mean, nothing stays a mystery anymore. At least if they give him a backstory. The problem is the backstory. This is what I say, guys. That the problem with these reboots is that they just come too little, too late. You guys have maybe you'll like this character, but the thing is, guys, these characters, and I look back as like and it sucks because Nickelodeon unfortunately has come back in the news in a bad way, and I don't want to get into that, but even when you look back in Nickelodeon and the old days and movies and Casper and things we used to watch, guys, there was context of people who grew up in that times who understand it. You guys don't get it because you didn't grow up in that era. There was a lot of adult jokes and a lot of things you kids aren't privy to because. By the time and there were censors when I was growing up, guys, but there was the thing is, guys, I grew up with a bunch of creators who looked for ways to around those censors. Tim Burton. I mean, this is supposed to be like a children's thing. I think Beetlejuice. I mean, kids come up to him. Universal Studios. I mean, then again, there's Pennywise. I've told you this before. Mike, Darkin has dressed up as Pennywise, and kids come up to him. I dressed up as Deathstroke, guys. Deathstroke from. And little kids were coming up to me at LA Comic-Con and stuff. I couldn't believe it. Like, this is a guy who cuts off people's heads with swords and stuff. But I guess because he fights the Teen Titans. So it was very different growing up, guys. I mean, there were censors, but it was there was a lot of people who were fight the power kind of thing, and I liked it, dude. Liked the guys. I'm not much of a hippie, but I do believe that I'm sick and tired of watching Bad Boys and hearing Will Smith shut the love up or shut the just shut the fudge up or hearing words like that. It's just annoying, we know what he's going to say, or they blow out the middle finger we don't know, And Beetlejuice and movies like this were just ways around it, Michael Keaton, is, like I said, out of his element. So, anyway. But back to my original I want to finish up with what I was saying before, guys, because like I said, just don't let the haters in. Success, look, guys, there's going to be guys who are going to be showing you their bank accounts. There are going to be people showing you their bank accounts being like, look how much I got. Look, guys, that's how they measure success. You measure success your own way, guys. That's what I do. This, to me, is success. If I get one person to even watch this video, and I know it sounds hokey, but you know what? So be it. I'm not one for leisures in life. I just want to make a living doing what I do. And that's really it. I mean, if it turns into something big, that's great. Then I can do a lot with it. I can employ people. I can entertain as much people as I can, reach as many people as I can. That's the overall goal. But to say you're any less of a person because you don't have a big bank account, come on, guys. Some of the biggest jerks in this world have the biggest bank accounts, and a lot of them run for office. So, talking to you, Biden. Say that. Anyway, but yeah. So. Guys, the size of your wallet does not matter. What matters is the size of your heart. And trust me, that's even going to put better work, because trust me, guys, people love artists who are committed to their craft. And I do think that people with you know, if you, not saying you have to be like totally into stuff like have good ideas. There are plenty of people who have good ideas, and you know, but not too bad actually. Let's see. Let's do a little. Let's take. I think this is like blood on his head or something like that. Dried blood. It's green though, so. Oh, excuse me, guys. Beetlejuice. Oh, but and of course you summon him by saying his name. Do I dare? You say his name 3 times. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Kind of weird rules, like he had to get married in order to be like, maybe it was like a way to be reborn in the world. I mean, they didn't really explain, but like, yeah. Oh, and Winona Ryder was in it, of course. And they did do a cartoon, guys, if you can believe it. I watched the cartoon a little bit. It was a little different. I mean, he was kind of like Lydia's sidekick in a way, or something like that. He was kind of a good guy. But he's not, I don't know if he's a bad guy. I mean, even Michael Keaton described him, he's not really a bad guy, you know? He just like, what happened is after he died, so to speak, he went to work for Juno as a caseworker or something like that. He just became too extreme, so yeah. He was just extreme, his methods and his, you know, his abilities. I mean, they never explain how he has his ability. He can like shapeshift and do all kinds of stuff. So, okay, let's see. We're about 30 minutes. I'm going to end this, guys. Just about. But like I said, in today's lesson, guys, block out the haters. Okay, trust me. A lot of these people, you know, they're not measuring. The thing is, guys, people who, I'm not saying this to toot your own horn. And I don't say this to toot my own horn, but I don't focus on what other people are doing. You know, it doesn't bother me if they're success, you know, or if they're not. Always be happy for people who are successful, guys. But don't entertain people who are flaunting that success. Because, you know, let me tell you something, guys. You can lose, to take it from somebody, you can lose everything in a heartbeat. And then, especially the young kids, it's always the young ones who don't understand. You could have $10,000 in your account, 16, whatever, and trust me, guys, you can lose that in a. Sorry, I have my glove on. You can lose that in an instant. Believe you me. You know, my dad is somebody who had to rebuild his life. You know, I was always there. You know, I was right there watching him. You know, I couldn't help him. You know, I was there for him. That's all you can be, guys. If somebody, you know, just be there for them. You know, if you need to, but focus on yourself. Do your own thing. You know, and only keep the people who support you. If anybody's slowing you down, guys, I'm telling you, they're just going to be a couple of boat anchors dragging you down. It's sad, but there are some people in this world that just can't, you know, do things themselves, and it makes them feel better knowing that other people aren't as successful, or they're trying to keep you from doing what you want to do. So that's my quick lesson. Anyway, too bad actually. And I'm going to be talking this a lot, guys. I'm going to be reminding you guys to stay on target. You know, stay on your target. Stay focused. Don't let anything distract you. Every week I put out a new video, guys, and I think I'm getting better each one, and I'm going to be putting out more and doing live streams and all that. I'm going to be doing the whole shebang. So, I mean, this is just, I've been only starting this a couple months, guys. I was actually looking back at my videos and seeing, like, the Halloween videos I started and when I first started, you know. You don't have to give yourself a cookie every time, you know. Anyway, guys, let's see. Yeah, it's a little suit tie. Not too bad. I actually kind of like the way this came out. I was actually a little worried. Well, guys, I'm going to end this video before it gets too long, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Certainly I did. Actually, wait. Before I go, guys, one sec. I need to darken eyes a little bit. So I'll add a little bit more. Because he really has a lot of eyeshadow. Little wrinkles in his. That goes with most. That's not too bad. And there we go, guys. So remember, guys, say it once, say it twice, 3 times the charm, okay, guys? And I want you to like and hit that subscribe 3 times, and tell your friends 3 times. So anyway, guys, yeah, I'm gonna be doing the next video is gonna be Helldivers next week, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.